Hello, hello. How's it going? Here we are yet again. Today, playing something a little bit different. Today, we're playing... please, game. Alan Wake. Yeah. This is one I was been thinking about playing for a long time, because back in the day, several years ago, the very first thing I ever tried to, YouTube and record and whatnot was this game. And that was middling at best. So I figured I'd give it another try. Give it another shot. We're going to do Nightmare mode, a hardest difficulty, because, I've already beaten it on, first time I played was easy, second time I beat it on normal, now we're playing on Nightmare, but it's been over, 8 years since I played it since, so probably going to miss stuff.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a writer.
I feel like Stephen King's actually been following me like crazy lately.
I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there.
I like how at the beginning he just plows into the guy. I was thinking, normally they try to they try to avoid hitting him and end up crashing to start the game. No, he's dead.
He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again.
But believe it or not, the bumper is not magically fixed. I hope y'all don't mind, but I'm going to riff the hell out of this game because I've played it so often. Nice. But I actually really enjoy this game.
I could hardly stand my feet.
Of late, I mentioned that Stephen King's been following me around, not mentioning the books I'm reading, but no, do not reverse. Okay, that's pretty intense. I wonder what happens if we do this. Is this manageable? It's always a questionable as to whether I'm using a controller or not. Yeah. Exactly. See? I like this formula we got going on. Must be a
I had to go to
mathematician.
the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Yeah. But yeah, as I mentioned, I like the setting a lot of this. People say it's reminiscent of...
I'd have to find another way to the lighthouse.
I actually did not realize how much Alan Wake talks. But it is reminiscent of Twin Peaks, but I've never actually seen the show. But I feel like I would enjoy the show if it's something like this. And a lot of things are inspired by Twin Peaks, so... But I mentioned Stephen King because I'm currently reading a book on Stranger Things. It's just a book about Stranger Things, really. The TV show. Whoa. Uh-oh. Yeah.
You don't even recognize me.
Guy's got Alan Wake on the sign.
You think you're God? Ugh. You think you can just make up stuff? Ugh. Play with
Yes.
people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama?
Yes.
Ugh. You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer.
Uh-oh. An angry fan. Okay, it's gonna take me a while to remember the controls.
You missed your deadline. Damn.
Wait. Yeah.
Can't stop me.
Nah. That's right. We boogie. Woohoo!
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
Say they're inspired by Twin Peaks. More often than not, they fall very short. Really? Is Twin Peaks really that legendary TV show? All I know is that it's been on for a really long time.
Of your own creation.
I think the first thing I do once I kind of... Oh, no. Stand by. Yeah, I think the first thing I do when I realign what my schedule is come February is going to be, like, take some time to watch shows like that. I mean, it's only, what, 8 seasons? Dude, I'm going to need you to hustle.
This way, this way.
I'm pretty sure if there's a giant tornado after you, you wouldn't get tired so fast.
Hurry!
I'm moving. It's a rickety bridge. Okay.
It's me. Play Stewart, remember?
No, I don't.
Get inside. There's no time to lose. Oh no!
Oh, no.
Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
Right at the top of that. I like how he ran at him to shoot him. It's like a gun's not a melee weapon, right? Okay.
I was trapped. There was no way out.
That's one of those shows I'll do what it takes to find. Oh, lovely. Gonna jump out the window? Gunblade? Was a gun and a sword? Wait, what's the reference to that?
The cabin was a death.
Oh, yeah. The run up and hit. Which, I mean, I still find the gunblade to be absolutely ridiculous. Sorry, it took me a second to catch up. I had something whispering die in my ears over and over again. Oh. I would like to leave, please. Ah!
The light.
I have no hit points.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Okay. I like the Deus Ex Machina going on here. I mean, I know it's a dream, but...
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
No.
Finally, trying to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the Dark Presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
Okay. I do like how they're teaching game
Flashlight
mechanics,
toward
right?
him and burn the darkness away.
Oh. I mean, I don't have it now, but I could easily get it. We good? I can just do this. It takes a long time for
You did it.
the darkness to go down in this
Now
difficulty.
The darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy.
He can't be
The
saved.
gun.
I like how certain he was.
Now you'll die.
Right trigger to fire. That was a lot of shots. Oh, this is gonna be rough. I love it.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you.
Okay,
That is
Amazon
all.
Prime.
I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
The last safe place. What is it with Lighthouse that enthrall people? It's like it's a beacon to go towards.
Hey, and now I'm gonna kill
Woot, 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 woot. Haha! That's not bad.
This isn't wait.
I wonder if this is the same guy I'm dodging over and over and over again. What do we got? Flare gun ammo. This is the super weapon of the game. I quite like it. Okay. I feel like controller is the best way to experience this, though I could be incorrect.
Just like
Boom! Using light as a weapon. That's kind of a theme in a lot of horror games, but it's pretty much the dichotomy between darkness and light, of course.
I can keep this up forever.
Of course you can. Ooh. I kind of forgot how cinematic these scenes are. And it just carries throughout the whole game, too. So how many of y'all actually played a Alan Wake? I'm hoping to eventually get my hands on Alan Wake 2. I know it's on the Epic Game Store. We'll see how we do getting through this one. Yeah. Oh, really? I hear ya. I guess it's not for everybody.
He's here.
Last safe place, my ass.
Wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
It was all a dream. He did literally say that. See, I would love to live in a town like this. It's tiny. It's got just enough industries to keep everybody there employed. It's out in the middle of nowhere. You gotta take a ferry.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear. Hi.
Yeah, you don't mind if I take a picture next to you.
Time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest.
Deerfest?
Did you hear that, honey?
You have a
Actually, that sounds
lovely
awesome.
wife. If you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
He's the only town celebrity.
I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
I like how he used serendipity to try to just bring in an interview.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word, and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al.
Settling in?
Back later.
You haven't even got off the ferry.
And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
So whose car is this? They got all their
He's
bags
going to be
packed.
calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you, too.
Yeah, it's true. I'm actually sleeping on the deck. Rain or shine. They gave me some wood. I can make a little house on top of it. Yeah, which car is ours? I have forgotten. Is it this one? Do we live in this car? It's so clean. I mean, I'm kind of doing a semi-psychological profile. Oh, no, yeah, this is our car. Then why did I have a dream about the other one?
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us.
Carl Stuckey.
I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
15 minutes at a diner?
Thank you for coming here with me.
I love you, too. Go on. I'll promise to behave.
Rude. Yeah.
I'd forgotten.
I feel like
how
we're gonna
still
swim.
places like this. Towns.
It's
where
true.
Everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for.
Mr. Wake, Alan Wake. Oh God, I am your biggest fan.
That
I know
crap.
people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
Great.
Keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Like the guy just running down the street. Where you going, Holmes?
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
I can appreciate
yeah, that. Makes two of us. Right. So much for a quiet vacation.
Yep.
Are you staying
Oh,
long?
he sounds like somebody who doesn't like being
I can't
famous.
believe it. I'm having a conversation with Alan Wake.
Insurmountable. All right, fine. I'll go the
Are
other
you
way.
on your own, or is your wife with you? I can show you the town if you want. I get off work at 6.
Thanks,
Do
Rose.
me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut.
Of course not. Look at these guys.
Jukebox.
Coconut number 6.
Both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ha!
I like how they just heckle people.
You climb in the coconut, drink them both up.
Just because we're brothers, don't think I won't murder you in your sleep.
Give it a good whack.
Yes, that's my favorite tune. Coconut. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
That's his favorite track right there. Hi. Yeah, it sounds like you have problems, lady.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stucky, to get the key and get out as soon as possible.
Is it Mr. Stucky or Miss Stucky?
Overeager fans always did.
Oh, whoops.
Hello? Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Creepy. Less creepy. Hi, ma'am. You actually look like a,
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Oh. Can you imagine a Mr. Stucky's point of view? Like, you know, he had this thing, he rented out his cabin, somebody just snuck in and...
This time, young man, you can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed, and then I must remind Sarah to change the lights.
Yeah, exactly.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid. Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
I like how they just decided his name was Tom.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Oh, that's why he's here. He's actually working. But the lime's in the coconut.
Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Cue in the video gameism.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe
I think I recognize that bridge.
This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be
I feel like that's usually somebody when it comes to creatives. They just don't have enough experiences around them. You need to go out and do something. Like, you know, rent a cabin in the middle of a lake. I would kill for a cabin like this. On an island. Although it would really crap when that rickety rib breaks.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Nothing but crows. Bird leg cabin. Generator.
Come on. Here we go. Let's take a look inside.
It's dark in there.
It's
We
dark
need
in there.
lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Hello? Anyone here?
Just left the radio on.
Best guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? My favorite writer.
Well, Rose, I
just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBF-FM. And now some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low
The
profile.
power cable goes to that shed over there.
Well, thanks, ma'am. Or, I guess, honey. We're married. Oops.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Is that...
An
Is
old
it-
generator had been connected to the power cable.
This is a rickety-ass generator. It's teaching us all the little minigame aspects. I think it's gonna fall apart on a moment's notice. Look at that! It's not supposed to be shooting smoke like that. Alright.
The lights are on. Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay. I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
I mean, you're on vacation, not like,
Alice
you know,
had told me about
moving.
Golden Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public.
Well, it's just foreshadowing. We're definitely going to go there. Off to the lodge. Hunting lodge, Masonic lodge, we don't know. Kind of taking a real look, because over the years, the game... I'm trying to see how much the game has aged. I cranked up the graphics so it's like as good as it could be. A basement that I assume we'll never go into. Or I guess it's a cellar. What's the difference between a basement and a cellar? Nice, somebody tacked
Alice?
on a giant fish.
Honey? A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
The Labyrinth of Me, Kept from Sleep, Her Dreams to Prevail. What a title. Sounds like a real winner. Alright. It's actually a pretty killer kitchen. The shiniest sink I've ever seen. I'm guessing that's a wood stove?
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Oh, I don't know if this is good for a streaming. Oh no. Alice? Oh, hey.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
Study?
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice, everyone
Hey,
keeps...
hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not.
This is her way of saying get a job.
Alan? Alan?
Just don't. I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice. God damn it. I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
And probably fall into the lake. Oh, you're gonna leave.
Damn it. Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Well, that's not good.
Alice, I'm coming!
Ah!
It's all right, I'm coming! What the hell?
Yeah, I know, and he's just being attacked by birds. No big deal.
Alice? Alice?
You're not even there for your first night.
Oh no!
You're supposed to hold your breath on your way down.
Keep going. Wake up.
Alice?
Oh, she's dead.
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Man, just the idea of losing that much time, just completely, like you just wake up there, is always an alarming
Among
thought.
Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Yeah, I took one look at him and I just started hating him. Although it's kind of interesting thinking it's like, yeah, he's a psychiatrist, but you go in disliking somebody who's a,
The gas station was my best
designed
bet.
to help you.
They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
I mean, is it a long hike? Yeah, okay, maybe it is. We have to go all the way around. Damn it, bodies of water!
Damn.
And there goes the car. I've seen car crashes like that, like out in the middle of the woods. Like, what do you do about that? Do you just leave the car and go buy a new one? I think the best one I saw was I was driving out to, well, I wasn't driving. I was on the bus over to Eastern Washington, and there was like this old, lowrider car, and it was just like upright on the side of a mountain. And he's just like, the guy I was with, they're just like, how do you think that got there? Oh, I don't have a flashlight.
Hello?
Oh, good. A shining beacon of light.
Hello? Is someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Oh, good. Foreshadowing. Oh, yeah. I previously have found all of them? No, all but one. Shit.
Departure by Alan Wake.
Does it read the whole thing? Oh, that's the page. Okay. Wait, am I on page... am I on Taken or Nightmare? Sure.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
You know, I do like how short those are. I mean, just like a little blurb. However, if that was like something somebody slapped in a novel and said, yes, I wrote that, hey, I would not be terribly impressed. All right. Now, we do need to remember that we're in Nightmare difficulty, the hardest one. So chances are we're going to die a lot. Combat's probably going to be pretty tough.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Yeah, just show them exactly how vulnerable you are. That's what you want to do in the middle of nowhere. Although, I guess if you're desperate. There's a light in the distance. Got to get through a lumber
The lights
yard.
up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Yeah, it's amusing to think no place on this way has a phone. Like, what happens if there's a workplace emergency? Do you think everybody had a cell phone? Okay, so that was the one we just read. Next manuscript page. Let's see if there's any supplies. Nothing. Well. Oh, convenient. Somebody cut down the tree and destroyed the fence. There won't be. Well, of course. There's never what you need. Biltmore Logging. Hazardous environment. All visitors must visit site office. Then they got a PPE sign. Caution. Employees must wear protective eyewear at all times. There we go. It's easier than climbing a fence.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
He says to the
Hey!
trees.
Hey, you! Phil! There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Oh, I think he's mad. I should have rented his cabin. Although a non-refundable deposit, I feel like, is defeating the purpose of a deposit. Like, once you leave and everything's well, don't they give you your... Alright.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
I like how he gives a little bit of, narrative reason why his flashlight's just stronger. No! He's cruising.
You lose? Shit. The deposit. It's the latest thing!
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stuckey would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Another Stephen King reference, of course. And we're prepared for combat. Gotta make sure we got our batteries. We're gonna need a lot of those.
During your
Do recall.
trying, it's the latest Master Blade.
Yes.
Proven.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station. How may I help you?
Hello? Hello?
Oh.
You can see the sights and keep those cholesterol levels.
This is bad.
Well, that's a problem. Yeah. Shit! He took the whole damn house with him. That's one way to try to destroy somebody. I forgot there actually was a phone this whole time. Oh, well, thank you.
There were more of them.
That's what I thought.
My head pounded with the
You're gonna have to be a little more.
I never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
That's right. Victimless crime right there. Yikes. Alright. Gonna do everything we can to try to find all the secret firearms. Flare gun?
Painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Huh. I do like how Alan has kind of a opinion about everything. You know, from what I understand, this is wildly unsafe. Like, why would you leave a stack of logs just suspended in the air? I figure that should just be resting on the ground at all times. Their forklift safety's not gonna safety rating's not gonna be very high. Just kick the electricity, that'll do it.
The Dark Forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
It's rabbit season.
Duck season. Okay, so I can kind of like passively damage them. It takes a long time though. Okay, but the game is designed to do combat. It's not so much a survival horror as an action horror, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's kind of like, you know, survival horror, I feel like you have limited resources and you're actually supposed to think about what fights to get into. This one is, you do think about the fights, you just have to be in them.
For a long time, the dark presence had been weak, sleeping. Nothing but a half-forgotten nightmare or a shadowy flicker in the corner of an eye in the forest at night. Not real enough to properly exist, and yet too evocative to fade away completely. Now it was waking up. The rider like a fly caught in a spider's web, each jerk and kick vibrating the strands that led deep into its lair. It was aware of him now, and it could use him. All he'd need was a little incentive.
Interesting. I'm wondering what that symbol on the side is. Like, is that the one, the darkness? Find this page in nightmare difficulty. Oh, okay. So there's going to be some that I can only find in this difficulty. Awesome. Okay. Well, nice. Well, I look forward to finding them all. Nice electrical wire just hanging out there. Jump scare headaches. I love it.
What the hell was that?
I'm wondering if there was actually a, like somebody hanging on the bank, like on the rock in the middle of the river or something along those lines that I just miss every single time. I think that would be a good touch.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's the benefit of old growth trees. I've actually been on backpacking trips where that was like the only way back. the river kind of rose after the trip, and we had to find a somewhat dry way back. I managed to get across without falling in, so that's a plus. Oh boy. You gonna push it over? Oh. No, don't you fall in. Okay. I don't actually know if there's rails on the side or if I can just walk off the edge. I should probably be careful if I don't want to go through too many checkpoints.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Great.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
It's kind of the downside is I'm not sure what order I got these in. Like I got Barry's Arrival. Oh well. I think that's a downside. I really wish all games would give you the ability to delete your progress. I mean, even if it's a convoluted way. Just so that, like, you know, you can actually get all the collectibles again. Because once you actually, like, achieve that, there's really no reason to come back. And as I've beaten this game already, if I come back, it's just kind of like adding to that progress. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you like that it maintains the progress and you just add to it, or do you feel like, you know, it would be nice to start from the beginning from time to time, like the authentic beginning? Oh. Look. Ow. I miss. Oh, shit. I don't think that missing has much to do about the difficulty so much as my inability to aim. Oh, whoa. I didn't notice that the battery recharges on its own. Interesting. I think I'm really going to have to exploit those benefits if I'm going to, you know, not die. Proceed at your own risk. Okay. You know, that's an industry I never really got a, much information on, is logging. I haven't known very many loggers. I always thought that I'd be interested to give a shot. Oh, we got yellow paint. Spattered all over the place. Yeah, maybe I'm regretting using that flare right about now. Ooh, we got a house up there. We can definitely check that out. Oh, we are going to check that out.
Taken. They're taken.
Are filled with darkness. Poignant. Let's think what you will about the Alan Wake itself. I do think the industry of these kind of like action horrors, survival horrors, is phenomenal. I kind of like the taking the role of a character, it going through a narrative, you know, good or bad. I mean, there's bad ones, of course. But getting kind of like a linear experience. I think it's a good way to tell a story. Despite how the writing is. I know, Mad Hat, you were mentioning that the writing was not the best. Yet. I couldn't tell you if the writing gets better. I can say I enjoy it. I don't think it's particularly bad. The characters are memorable. Alright, now I found the little secret. The secret battery stash. Which really is flooding me with resources.
I had to make my way up some other way.
Yeah, who do you think trashes staircases like that? Or at least leaves them so unmaintained that they're unusable? Well, I have a feeling I'm going to be in a lot of danger.
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Of course. We're about to be attacked. I can feel it in my bones. What's that up there? How do I get there? I'm sorry, did they leave a chainsaw suspended on the top of a huge platform? What the hell, guys? Now, I'm not always Mr. Pro Safety, however...
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Are you giving me hints to, proceed, or are you just... Oh, that's not a... Okay. They didn't leave a chainsaw up there, they left a hard hat. Which I'm not sure is better. Oh. Okay, fine. Sorry, I was doing little exploration, see if I can find some secrets. I still got pages to get. 'Tis the difficulty and all. Oh, good. There be 3. They are throwing shit at me. I do like how it recharges. Woo! There we go. Whew. I like how the flashlight is the targeting reticule. Which I actually kind of forgot. Come here. Reload, 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 reload. This ain't so bad. Man, I thought the enemies were going to be like tanky as hell. I just got to be a little more dodgy. You know, than normal. They call me a squirrely MF. Yeah, see, this guy's got to work on their stacking. Oh, there's that game mechanic. Blink. All right. Was that Biltmore? Attacked by birds. Okay, so it does lead to which one is open. Oh, good. What sort of logging camp needs a shotgun? Is that normal? I don't know. Any residential loggers in the stream that mentioned their need for firearms? Is the company you work for run by the Pinkertons? That's a really cool helmet, though. There we go. Alright, no secrets here. However, progress. I'm very happy I didn't trip over that 2x4. Those beer cans? a benefit of having buying some property, just like starting a logging operation. Just in case you don't want some trees.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a minute. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was...
Hello, Maurice.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, you know, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Oh, Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but he's just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
You know, I've always appreciated night hosts of a radio show. Kind of like the old Art Bell radio show. You just have all the kooks calling in talk about their conspiracy theories, but it's just like, you know, you try to find like a little bit of weirdness. There's all those stories when you're out, like, you know, I'm sorry, what song is this? But yeah, just getting those stories. There's so many stories of like working the late shift, and then which one's this? Wake finds pages.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
I think going into it, deciding that you know, you can just rewrite reality. No big deal. It's the power of creation. Reality itself is torn asunder between two covers.
Its light welcoming in the darkness.
Ah, yes.
The best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is third.
Well, he likes his hot dogs. I don't know about the belly burster. That sounds like I'm going to be in the bathroom for a very long time. Oh. We got the darkness. They're coming. I like the action slow-mo shots. Ow. You guys should have, like, limited number of axes that you can throw at me. That's not the weapon I wanted! Well, that's unfortunate. I'm, like, destined to not have a flare. It's okay. That's not going to bite me in the backside later on. Now that I'm kind of exploiting the hardest difficulty stuff. I mean, I'm sure it's going to get real difficult later on. However... Uh-oh. We're not there yet. Are you just going to attack me indefinitely? Ow. Y'all do a lot of damage. Ow. Okay, I got to time my... Whoa, whoa! Okay. I'm pretty sure that just bounced off my head. Let's do the entropy game. There we go. Alright, let's get the F out of here. You know, I was saying this was an action horror, not a survival horror. You know, I'm perfectly willing to be proven incorrect. Oh, really? Ow. Can't see. Tree in the way. Ow. Oops. I'll miss. Dodge. I'm stuck. Don't pick up the batteries. Okay. I have learned. Now that I know I need not linger.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you...
Okay, let's make sure I'm not actually carrying a flare. Needn't make the same mistake twice. Wait. Was there a... No. Let's just go. Proceed.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Okay.
The best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Hurry. There we go. Are they still hovering around me, or... Okay. I guess that safe haven's just kind of like, hey, I don't have to deal with bad guys anymore. And it's impressive how a bright light can stop axe wounds. I don't actually know if I can shoot barrels to my advantage. Woohoo! Just doing our majestic dance. One down. Oh. Ow. Woohoo! I feel like I'm being chased away from my objective. Ow! Stop throwing shit at me. He's still pretty casual about, gunning these people down in the middle of the woods. I can appreciate that. Where am I going? Okay, this way. Safe haven. Maybe there's merit in just running. Ow. Yeah. Ow. Away with thee. Uh-oh. I don't know how I failed to kill either of them with a shotgun. That went well. The second time. Cool, restocking our ammunition. And away we go. Oh yeah, what was the thing we read? Just stick around right here. TV in the gas station.
Station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
I'm sure we've all had days like that. I mean, surely there's got to be something secret up here, right? Yeah. You're pointing me there. It was meant to be. Yet another flare to wantonly shoot into the ether. And to think, I would have had... Were I in normal difficulty, I would have had like 3 of those. You never touch salad? Not once? I mean, I do like me a good taco salad. We are being accosted. The Magnificent Woods. Hey, you didn't like that, did ya? That trivialized that fight. I like it. I mean, that's the purpose of the this game's version of the BFG. Hi. You gonna go, TV?
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs.
I like that this game has a parallel for Twilight Zone.
Suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin. And
I don't think I've actually stood here and watched this.
Could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, 2 new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses? Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
And it's like irony. It's like, hey, this only works when the machine's done. Then, of course, it's one person. So, like, so what happens if I unplug this?
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Yeah, this Alan guy's a super trustworthy. Shooting people in the woods, lying about a, you know. Okay. Yeah. I don't think that warrants a, Okay. Stucky's here, just losing his mind. Come get me, Stucky. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. I noticed those red barrels are empty. Just talking about forgetting tools in an engine. Here he comes. Alright, it's time for the Super Stucky. Whoa! Got Speedy Gonzales here. Ah! Get me out of here. Okay, so the fast guys are weaker. It's teaching me that. New enemy type, new, thing to solve. Don't mind if I do. Come on. I like how these are specifically lithium batteries. Get over here. It's like trying to fight the Flash. And his power to just be absurdly obnoxious. Come on. That's right, you don't have the darkness protecting you now. Come here. Got him.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come.
A lifetime?
Reached the lights at the gas station alive.
I don't know. Being attacked by an Axeman in the woods that you had to gun down, do you think that's something you'd wake up at the night? I mean, sure, it'll be a lot of adrenaline, but I'm sure that'll fade away eventually. I'm sure you'll remember it for sure. Okay. Okay, that opens the gate. It's not like a little safe spot here. Or loot, perhaps? Alright. Let's move on. Trying to think of the weapon roster. You got your shotgun, you got your pistol, you got your flare gun, but if there's... I'm wondering if there's other guns. Well, Gasoline. And
I
Deerfest.
recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Deerfest was 4 days back. We've lost a lot of time. Oh, another junk car. Good work, Sucky. Coming in through the back?
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Isn't this Stucky's garage? Let's take a look.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
Well, I guess it's just that easy to, you know, let darkness engulf you.
The Deerfest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Interesting.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Or the darkness engulfed him. Oh.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this.
That's reassuring.
It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Well, I mean, you did. Losing your memory is a form of losing your mind, I feel. Racing Cool Tires. Pana Oil. Welcome. Auto Finish. I always like little towns like this. September 15th to 18th. Games and activities. Raffle tickets. Fishing competition. Pie contest. Surprise competitions. Live music. For children. Bucktooth Charlie. Afternoons. In Montgomery. The Mystics' Amazing Phantasmagoria. In the evenings. Don't miss Legendary Deerfest Parade. I don't know if you want to present kids to Phantasmagoria. That sounds, not great.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
So did you leave the revolver in there?
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head.
And I'm fainting.
Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest.
Yeah, I shot him in the
wouldn't
woods.
Believe me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
The lack of a cabin.
travels with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it.
It wasn't a dream. You don't care for the writing?
She's missing.
Alice?
What's the part that did it for you?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Now, I know the writing isn't absolutely phenomenal. However, the story is interesting. The diner killed you? You try. You're so brave. Don't worry. Yeah, the diner is pretty rough. But I mean, it's kind of like revealing to you the cast of characters. It's like one of those horror shows where it's just...
Home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Back in New York.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
I like how none of this snow, if that's indeed what it is. Oh no, it's sticking. Okay. Well, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
Oh, she's a
No
photographer.
I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Okay. Return to Sender. What I Can't Forget. Alex Casey. The Things That I Want, and then The Fall of Casey. Okay, well, there's your problem. You killed your main character. Wait, what's that QR code? See, that's the thing with QR codes. Like, I don't always have a device that pulls it.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared.
I know, especially to an apartment. Unless it's a condo. I love you. I like how maybe he, like, got drunk and pulled off the door.
I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
I mean, that's a secret when it comes to a home ownership and like stuff. Is it just never let the inspector in ever?
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Ah, New York. I'm assuming it's New York. Large city.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I like the rapidity of the doctor's questions.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me
Oh,
to the
come
hospital
on.
for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Gotta rip the stream. I hear ya. I did pick the game.
Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me.
I like how the doctor just has an entire bass on his table.
Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
I was busy fishing.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you.
Although,
You a fishing
pro
man,
tip,
Mr.
that's a fly fishing rod.
Really
Nobody cares about the fish. See, you haven't been to very many small towns. You get somebody talking about their, favorite hobby, they'll just never shut up. And sometimes that's the best. It's like, hey, I don't need to be a part of this conversation. Just talk at me. Tell me what you love. Actually, the wooden cabinet on this whiteboard is genius. I don't know why you have a wooden cabinet on a whiteboard, but I love it.
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
Casually talking to him about a fish while his wife's missing. Well, that's right. He's taking it. He's keeping it a secret. It's like, yeah, nobody can know why my wife's missing.
We're testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
Yeah, you
I'll
can.
be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Splendid.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
This corridor?
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
Did I get that one?
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
See, that would have been an awesome scene to actually show. Like, from Alice's perspective. Maybe that's one downside I can give this game. I mean, aside from others. Is the actual, like, show not tell concept.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
A nice crack team
the
there.
sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
These guys are very complacent. Like, I would have been escorted to the sheriff's office by now. Oh. That's a lot of missing people. Have you seen this man? 07? Knack for winning contests. Okay, I suppose that guy won a contest. Hey! Bruce Dansky? No way! On camping trip, overdue, haven't been in contact. If you have seen them, know the whereabouts, 555-9932. Thank you. I never noticed that before.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Oh, thank you.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure.
Well,
I can't
you did
remember.
yell at her first.
We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't.
Why do an I? That's right. Sometimes I wear glasses too, and then just change into my streaming profile when I go into a...
Hello?
Like a telephone booth.
Please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
Huh.
Hey! Hey, you! Can you help me? Can you turn the lights on?
Sure.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let
Let's go grab some liquor. There you go. We got the Alan Wake drinking game.
The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
This guy's got the right idea. He can barely stand while holding onto a gate. Like me some space aliens.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it.
Ravaging it?
Pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Yep, I've had conversations like that before.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Yes, thank you. I am still exploring. Hey, Doc. Got any, manuscripts on the floor?
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station.
Yeah,
There was
okay.
something for me in an abandoned car.
Is this it?
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Okay, now if they actually wrote Alan Wake as a novel, do you think it would be
Alice's
good
driver's license
if somebody
had
actually
been
took the
placed in
time
front
to
seat.
write it
The
well?
caller meant business.
Or at least thoroughly. I think it would be pretty awesome. Wait. I'm sorry, what was there? It's her. It was her what? Oh, there it is.
Barry?
I think it'd be a pretty good book.
Where the hell have you been?
With a lot of
I've been
details.
trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Okay. I like how he's just kind of taking this in stride. But you know what? Let's listen to radio.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks,
We get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
I like how exasperated he sounds. Like, guys, can you be less insane? Just for a day. Just for a day. And he's out.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a
So you
long,
have to
hard
read?
journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
So isn't that kind of a predestined future? Where the fact that, like, isn't it saying it's already written?
To settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey, oh my!
Well, now you're under arrest.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah.
Except
I'm
for my
all right.
nose.
I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Apparently he has a history of punching people in the face.
I had to talk
and
to
gunning
someone.
people down in the woods.
I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called...
Everybody needs a friend like Barry, apparently.
Underwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
Okay, you might have a point on this writing.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
That's terrifying. I do like the idea that Alan Wake just hates his fans. I read all these books, but that's only because you people give me money.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just
Look at that
disappeared?
chandelier.
When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
I like a good old Barry, just like, yeah, none of that stuff could have happened at all. No suspension of disbelief.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You run cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
This guy's got a lot of opinions.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Okay. Why do you have a whole mammoth skeleton, by the way?
Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You
I also
gotta
like the
talk
comb
to
over.
the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Actually, you know, I feel like Barry's a lot more concerned and reasonable than we give him credit for. I signed it. Okay. Is this where he puts the dog's head in the bear trap? Hi.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks.
I like how he put it where it can blow down.
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Yeah, see, he's nice and helpful.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Big stuffer.
Thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or
You
go
literally
straight
did
back
ask him to
New
come.
York. Your choice.
Nobody asked you to come. Not like, hey, I need you to pick me up.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Good. Sitting and waiting. My favorite.
Just be careful with
Snark.
the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
I mean, Washington's not that bad. Damn.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
15%? That is, not high. I wonder what it took to get Barry on that low. Well, let's keep the lights on. All right. So they had that what was it? Alan Wake 1.5. It's American Nightmare. That one was pretty weird. Depending on how well this one does, I might give that one thought of a go.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Thanks, Barry. Time is it? 6:30? Cool.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
That's fair. In fact, I would question my friend if he walked out in the wild with a gun. It's like, so, what you doing out there?
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
That's right. Blame Barry for this. Your stupid decisions are Barry's fault. Alan Wake, paragon of personal responsibility. Hell yeah.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Oh.
No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
That was cool. See somebody walk through the window? I never noticed that.
Gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore.
I can relate.
Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the piece of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Huh, what a rundown deck. And they charge people money for these cabins? Although I would love to live in a cabin like this. Get a good 2 weeks in there. That'd be awesome. Drop hazard. So I went on a little mini vacation a little while ago, and I saw a sign that said caution, falling may be lethal. Uh-oh. An earthquake, huh? Uh-oh. I don't want to be behind the fence. Oh god, how far are you going to let me go? Oh, about that far. Okay. Huh. Trying to find all the little nooks and crannies. Believe it or not, my memory of this is a little hazy, so I'm kind of excited to see where it goes. This level is a little more memorable, but this is pretty good. Shattered windows, huh? Well, broken door. And a bloodstain. Alright. Alright, I know we don't want to have to see every little side thing, but these are good.
The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs.
Are we not going to mention that?
Episode. The Man in the Mirror.
I'm talking to the man in the mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him.
Who was that guy?
Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son
You just-
said you were
okay.
wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You
What?
bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
I'm sorry, these little mini Twilight Zone episodes are amazing. Or, sorry, Night Springs. Reminds me of those old TV shows like Tales of the Crypt. I remember the birds being obnoxious. Do not feed the wildlife. It'll cost you $100. See, that just sounds like expensive feed.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Ah, yes. Hollywood magic. All right. Let's get a move on.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg.
Oh, no.
The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Rusty actually read one of those pages. How would you deal with that if you read like you know, something that was a portent of your own doom? Jesus, that was loud.
This was no head injury. Rusty, damn.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
Well, that's a problem. I'm coming.
Can you hear me? Anyone? Please help! Help me!
Just a sec, let me read this.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the
Ouch.
broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Yeah, I feel like somebody like Rusty wouldn't have had to
The
worry
ranger's
about
office
that.
was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
That would be the broken lung.
Help me. Hello? Somebody back here. I'm back here. Hey, please help me. Mr. Wake?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I guess you can't really move him if everything's broken.
Whoever did this couldn't be far.
Thanks for the gun, though.
Rusty had found a page from
Oh,
the
God.
manuscript. It would
That leg
help
is
him
messed up.
understand what had happened. Shh. Good boy.
Just chill. Never mind the entire ripped open front door. Oh, anything in here? It's okay. He won't hurt as much when he goes into shock.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Okay. I do like how Alan undergoes, you know, every task before finding his wife, basically. Ranger's office. Oh, hey, another manuscript.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
You know, a circumstance like this, where light is such a predominant thing, I don't know if a cold light is a comforting thing. Maybe it is. I don't know. Like, it seems like a detail that would be befitting a bad light. Something that's like, you know. Oh.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker.
Can I have the axe?
There was no way to get the lights back on.
And he's dead.
Rusty! Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
You just sit tight, Rusty. Gotta clean some up. Got Power Wash Simulator. Look, you can have the Rusty, just leave the dog alone.
Hunters need hunting licenses.
Oh, lovely. I also noticed how these hunters aren't wearing any orange. I thought that was a requirement for hunting. I've never been, but get out of here. Okay, they pull out their infinite knives. Oh, I was pushing the wrong button. Woohoo! You've been avenged, Rusty. I'm pretty sure I could have done literally anything for you, but I didn't. And now you're dead. Oh,
something.
the dog's gone.
A sized hole in the wall.
Oh. That dog's had a rough time of it.
Please don't feed the animals.
Rusty. Oh no, the dog's dead. No!
Only permitted for those visitors
Who purchase a park
fishing.
license? Obey
The park ranger's instructions.
at all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never.
You approach closer than 100 yards.
Two bears and wolves. Never approach any other
Wildlife
closer than
25 yards.
pets.
Is that it? When you're possessed, you just start spouting rules? That's right. Orders evil.
It is
against the law
to remove any
natural objects
or historical artifacts from the park
grounds.
Yeah, that's something I learned. Not the hard way, but
This includes even
rocks.
Yep.
Find along the river.
or even simple berries.
Yeah, it's you have to have specific mineral rights if you want to take rocks and stuff off the property. Which is a little bogus. But what would a state-run thing be without absurd amounts of rules? There we go. There we go. Don't worry, don't worry. This is healing. This is helping you. Don't you understand? I do find it funny how his leg is magically healed, though. I'm pretty sure I did see it as an S. Oh, yeah, don't throw shit at me. Stun lock. Okay, fine. Get him in bursts. Woot, 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 woot. Can you please? There we go. Easy money. Oh. Don't mind if I do. And we came out of this without using too many batteries, too. See, resource management is key in all things. That includes hit points. And trees. Okay. Visitor center, cafe, souvenir shop. And away we go. What time is it? Got another hour. I think we can finish Act 2 tonight. I'm guessing. Oh. Wait, what is the purpose of this? Do you go underneath the bridge? Like, how do you get here?
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
And keep the lights on. You don't want to shoot Barry in the head. I wonder if Barry's in Alan Wake 2. Off to Lover's Peak.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Well, that's a symbolic moment. Huh. I really do like these the lattice work on these bridges, though. And then just the random revolver rounds in the middle of a hiking trail. I don't know, do you often get in gunfights on your hiking trips? I feel like I'm missing out. I'm not sure which way to go. The light seems practical, however, this way looks forward. For your safety, stay on designated hiking trail. No feeding animals.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Moonshine Cave. Hell yeah. I've always liked Prohibition as a time period to study. I have never lived in Prohibition. Oh, this is a hell of a cave. I don't think I've ever been in a cave this deep before. In real life. What's going on, bucko? Yeah, okay. This cave was a site of frequent and lucrative bootlegger activity through the Prohibition. It was mostly used as temporary storage of alcohol smuggled from Canada, but at times alcohol was also distilled on the premises. Cool. I actually wonder about that. Like, let's say people make their own vodka and, whiskey and stuff. Is that actually illegal? Like, is that moonshining? Like, even if they intend it entirely for personal consumption. I know people make their own wines, meads, and beers, but never actually liquor. And if that's the case, how does one make a new, distillery? Be tough to get all the licenses beforehand, especially if you're perfecting a product. Oh, well, that's not good. Whoa, I'm under attack. Hi. Let the light do its work. Give it a little squirt. Ow! Okay, there's another one. Now, there's a little bit of auto-aim. Like, this isn't exactly a precision shooter. But that's okay. I kind of like how you don't always need the most damaging hit. You just kind of need to hit them. Allows for being frantic a little bit better. In fact, I got a shotgun, damn it. Let's use it. No more manuscripts? Alright. The busy signal. It's crazy that this is a leashed dogs trail. Like, I know some trails where it's just nice to have the dogs run back and forth. Yeah, I know that's probably Lover's Peak. However,
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart, too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Ah, just like other friends. Okay, the violins are telling me that I'm about to be attacked. Yep. Time to go. Oh, how do I get to that spot? There, see? We're safe. And I got a little more shotgun ammo. Kind of tells me the combats are going to be a little more difficult, though. Oh, these massive old growth trees. Hell yeah. The Great Old One. What you doing, bucko? Oh, he's like a super dark and fat. Ow. I guess it's just introducing the heavies. He did a lot of damage. Whoa. Okay. Well, that done it. I mean, if I'm here, I might as well go back to the gazebo. The gazebo of natural healing. There, see? It's like the fight never happened. Really pulls attention out of it. Oh, hi. Ow. There we go. Easy kill. Easy kill. Great Old One, felled by lightning in 1937. Exceptionally tall Rocky Mountain Douglas fir. Pseudotsuga menziesi subsgalusa was over 200 years old. According to local legends, it stretched beyond the stars. After it fell, it was measured to be 66 meters tall, nearly record length. Probably for a Douglas fir, not for trees in general. Wow. Ow. Okay, fine. I like how he turns around like, ow! Oh, I didn't dodge that one? Oh, okay. I need to stop playing around. Alright, big guy. Woohoo! I feel like this guy is a, defended by... Oh, no. Bees. Well, this might get difficult. Shit! Yeah. Get out of here. I like how they try to get behind you before they, you know, try to cut you down. Like, they use their numbers to their advantage. Oh, that's a problem. Reload, reload, reload. Okay. Steady as a rock. Let's get the hell out of here. Here. Whoa. Okay, I was wondering if it was actually, like, time-based. Like, after every little bit, they attack you. But no, I think it's a scripted areas. Ow. Ow. There we go. You know, considering that Alan Wake hasn't shot a gun outside of a range, he's a pretty good shot. All things considered. I don't miss very much. And I can't really credit that to my aiming. Maybe that's the benefit of having a... Okay, bye. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Woohoo. Well, that's a problem. Come on. Give it a little burst. The light do its thing. Now I realize I did just nice miss. But I think that's specifically because I said something. As fate conspires. We got a little manuscript.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
The revelation. Ah, yes, the axe and the telephone. Ye old horror trope. Although, where's that lantern? There we go. Bear alert. I feel like if you're in the woods, you're always on bear alert, regardless. Hey, big guy. Crap, I do not have the ammo for this. Whew. Okay, riddle me this. Okay, I got hit by every single swing. That was not a good plan. Yeah. There are no shotgun shells. Through tree. Is that what that sign said? Whoa, speedy guy. Woo. Ow, jeez. Oh, come on. Okay, my timing's off. Let's do that right. Okay, the speedy guys are pretty quick. Well, okay, that was a dumb statement. They're quick to kill. They don't do a lot of damage, or they don't take a lot of hits. Nor do they take a lot of flashlight. You know, let's just run. Get me out of here. Ow. Yeah. Oh, come on. That double swing. I dodged a little too quick. Is that a bloody t-shirt? Is that roses? Is that what that's supposed to be? I don't think I noticed that before. That does say through tree. Hi. What am I doing wrong? Normally the dodge button is supposed to let you dodge. There we go. Ah! Ah! Okay, that was not a well-timed dodge. Okay. Let's get it. One more go. Let me check the stream, see if anything's... The preview looks dark. Preview says I'm offline. What the hell? Why? Okay, I'm not offline. Let me get my Streamlabs back up. Hopefully the stream didn't crash. That would be bad. Oh, I went the wrong way. I just noticed my bitrate was up. Okay. Shame I don't have a flare. That would have been a good tool. Alright, we're gonna dance around the rock a little bit. Ow. Come on, big guy. Whew. Well, that worked. Whew. That did not. A little bit of ring around and Rosie is in order. Whew. Oh, come on! Okay. So I did find that them throwing things interrupts the dodge. Maybe I should just be aggressive and fight. Yeah, come on, sneaker. Maybe if I go this way. Lure him out one by one. Ow, come on now. The tree's in the way. Okay. I am so dead. Two down. Stop throwing things. Ah! Okay, if I run to the light... Oh, come on. Come on. Millimeters! Millimeters! There we go. We're okay. Round 2. Yeah, buddy. Ow. Those guys just throwing things. It's ridiculous. I swear those little guys are the most dangerous. Okay, enough. Could you miss at least one? Okay, let's get back in the light here. It's our safe haven. I will abuse this. Okay, where are you at? Are you still, dodgified? Yeah. At least the damage, carries over. That's cool. Yeah, not too, powerful without your friends, are ya? Oh, I'm out of rounds. Shit! Woo! Run! Yeah, it'll just guarantee that it'll just throw as many tomahawks as you can at me. Ow. Ow. Alright, now we're okay. Can I pick up the tomahawk? At the very least, that could protect me. I have no bullets. The year of the Oregon Treaty. Oh, cool. It's an old-ass tree. Nope. It's the same guy, too. I don't know what I expected. There. Although if I was the shadow guy, I'd just start throwing things into the light. Like, I can't go into the light. My axe can, though.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Agent Nightingale. Tiny little communities revolted him. That's a hell of a, opinion of tiny towns. Just met with utter revulsion. All right. Even if there wasn't an infinite darkness to worry about, I don't know if I'd trust this single cable car. Yeah, there's not much holding this together. So obviously we're going to get on. It's okay, my gun's not loaded. Crap. Well, that was best case scenario. Yep.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
Deus Ex Machina.
Hell, of course I see him. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice.
Okay, this is like our grenade.
We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Oh, good.
Wake, you better keep up. That's what I've got for you.
Oh yeah, I remember this segment. It's obnoxious, but actually kind of interesting. Hey, you wanna... Thanks. I don't have a gun. Are you kidding me? Oh god. Use some of my flashlight juice. Are they expecting me to keep him alive? Ow. Okay. Probably should use more flares.
Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice.
Yeah, a hunter like him, I'm surprised he'd have a revolver.
Headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up!
That's what I got for you!
Yep, you heard him. That's what he's got for you.
Monster!
Okay, I noticed the flares are not healing me, which is a bummer.
Stop fighting me!
Go get him. Ow, what? Aren't flares supposed to last a long time? Isn't that like a rule? Why people use them? There you go. Go get him.
Like that, boy? Huh?
Could you aim, please? I really need this from you. Oh my god.
That's right.
Sir? Your firearm prowess is in question, and I no longer feel in danger of you. Oh, this is rough. Ow. No, no, no.
Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
I have
Are you
3.
kidding? Give me the gun. No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
This is bad.
Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us.
I'm working on it. You want to hurry up?
Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it.
Yeah, later.
Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe. Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
I'll turn your face into hamburger. And just one flare to go.
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Ow. There we go. At least he told us what we're doing. So yeah, we're just gonna stand here until... Will you shoot that guy? Thank you. I need you to shoot these guys. Am I aiming for him? No, I'm not.
Monster! Stop fighting me!
Oh, here come more. And they're climbing. That guy. Compartmentalize the weaker out once. You shoot him. Yeah, this guy doesn't have the voice to properly demean somebody. Like, I don't hear enough vitriol in his voice. Piece of cake, huh? Big guy's rough. Got him. Cool. Alright, big guy. Yikes. How'd you end up over there? There's still a guy behind me. Oh, for Pete's sake, come on. Yeah, it was that easy.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her up.
There you go. Let's chase him down.
You're gonna give me the manuscript, or you'll be sorry.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
Now that's the desperation I was expecting to hear.
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
I could at least let Ellen finish speaking.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign. And nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
And then you realize that she was right this whole time. It wasn't a phobia, it was a reality. Oh, there it is. I was wondering which way we went. Oh, crap. I don't know, that going through without having a weapon was a good change of pace, I think. Kind of took away your sense of power. Never mind the fact that I, died several times. Oh, good, bear traps. There's one in every bush. No ammo? No goodies? No manuscript? Okay, fine. See, this game has a lot of off the beaten path. However, it doesn't really encourage going on it. Okay, so we learned a new thing. We gotta watch for the bear traps. I do like that it's the idea is the light makes a reflection of them. Boy, there's a lot of those. I'm assuming this hunter guy is all about, like this is his area. He's a moonshiner, I'm guessing. Oh, I'm already full. Nice.
Sarah didn't care about the legal threats Wake's agent had made. She let Wake go without argument, because there was something about him she couldn't quite put her finger on, something that reminded her of her father. She didn't think Wake would hurt his wife. Then she thought about the way he waded into Hartman, that hair-trigger rage flaring up without warning.
Of course. It comes from a man with deep insecurities. Was that a quality of her father? Somebody who had a hair-trigger rage? Okay, we got crows. All I need is a direction to go. There we go. The tree. There we go. Here we go. Woo. So what is a full round of a revolver? Is that just cylinder? It's like, is the entire big thing a cylinder, or is is it just one round for a bullet? Ow. Time to go. Oh, it's just one guy? Psh, can't deal with him. That was a power move. He just walked up to me and pushed me. It's like, yeah, you think your light's gonna do something, punk? Ooh, the little shack. Nice. Yeah. I'm sorry, did he have a gun? Wait, he just walked through it? Porque no los dos. What's up, Mud Aim? How you doing? Although, you know, they're not mutually exclusive. There we go. Let's get this light on. Ooh, we got safety, we got ammo. We're set. Wonder if they got a radio out of here. No? Fine.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Yeah, exactly. Have you played this game? Oh, a hunting rifle. Nice. It takes the same place as the shotgun, so I kind of got either or as an option. Well, I'm going to be honest, I kind of prefer the rifle over the shotgun. Shotgun only gets 2 rounds, and you kind of got to stick it up somebody's nose for it to be useful. Oh, I hear ya.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
I gotcha. But, I mean, that's kind of the purpose of these streams. You get a opportunity to see it on your own way. Pray tell, why are we making the airplane seesaw? Oh, it only works one way. Very well. Got a little darkness booger here. Yeah, my hopes is, if this one does well enough, I'll do Alan Wake. This one, I might try the expansion. The American Nightmare. Oh, I gotcha. And you also get a chance to watch them vicariously as well. That's one thing I actually love. Believe it or not, when I first discovering Let's Playing was a thing on YouTube, I was like crazy sick. Oh yeah? All the way to Control. Wait, Control? Is Control the same? Sorry, elaborate on that. You might have piqued my interest. Because Control is a game I have in my backlog, but is it related to Alan Wake? No, I just need to know if they're all part of the same story or not. We're definitely going to be trying Control, but if it's part of the same series, I might kind of tie it in there. Oh, nice. That's amazing. Okay. Alright, so not to eliminate spoilers, should we go through Control first or Alan Wake 2, in your opinion? If they're part of the same series. I mean, spoilers don't bother me too much, but if they're unnecessary, there's no reason to do it. Oh, okay. Interesting. I think I'm going to ponder that. Might do a little research in the background. So tell you what, depending on how well this goes, we might do American Nightmare, Control, then Alan Wake 2. Huh? That'd be cool. Uh-oh. A little burst. Ow. I like how that light's not enough. Ow. Whoa. Okay. For some reason, my gun wasn't popping off. I think the rifle needs a little more. You gotta hold down the trigger to make it go. Oh, you don't like the scary experience? Honestly, I'm actually at the point, I love horror, however, I often don't find them very scary. Not always true. Sometimes the setting is done well enough. But I mean, it's good to know your limits. If it doesn't work out for you, there's no need to push yourself. Hopefully this isn't too scary for you. Ow. Ah. Whoa. Whoa. No. I'm trapped in a corner. Okay. It's a movie or a show. It's not real. Oh, really? Okay. Pre-recorded. So you get a chance to, like, pause? I get you. Yeah, sometimes it depends on the mood. However, there we go. Now what? I'm in the checkpoint. Kind of got turned around. I'm not sure where I'm going. But hopefully games like this aren't way too scary. I mean, it's not scary, but it would stress you out. Yeah, oh god. Yeah, especially I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty as well. So that's one of those things I kind of got to be careful of, because these enemies will destroy me very quickly. I mean, that's kind of the thing with horror games. If there's no, like, consequence to what you're doing, there's no, like, value to the scare, right? So we make it so, like, yeah. I mean, right now I'm kind of in a dark office right now, although it is getting pretty close to bed. My idea is I'm going to finish the chapter and then call it an evening. Okay, I believe I am trapped in an area. Yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty good game. It's not terribly frightening. It does have a couple jump scary moments that are admittedly a little cheap, at least in my point of view. It's very bright. That's a cool water mill. Yeah. Yeah, I could. Yikes. Okay. Oh, come on. That dodge totally would have worked. I'm in mortal danger. I'll look at chat in a minute. Wait, what killed him? There's a guy just randomly died. Oh, yeah, I do too. I hear ya. I'm in the same boat. Basically every weekday and sometimes weekends. But that's what we gotta do, is to maintain the responsibility. I mean, yeah. I understand how rough it is. But, you know, also need a sense of completion. Oh my god. Oh no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No! Problemo. Oh, is it not, is it later than that where you're at? I mean, right now it's actually almost 8 p.m. 7:45. Oh, gotcha. I hear ya. Yeah, that's dangerous. Oh, you got a darkness booger. Alright, take it easy. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a good day. It's okay, but I do have, I put all my VODs on YouTube. I have a link in the description. So if you ever want to see the whole game, it's always going to be there. And I do respond to the messages that I point if you ever want to comment, too. So no worries, there's always engagement, even if it's not day of. Take it at your leisure. That's what this is all about. That and destroying property, apparently. In game, not in real life.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
I like that line. He wasn't surprised, just terrified. Oh, more darkness boogers. Cool, no need to waste battery doing that. Aside from a little burst from here and there. Okay, what I'm not finding is ammunition, and that dismays me. Oh, ladder. I like how readily this place is falling apart. Like, is it because I'm here, or is it just a, I just serendipitously saw the time where the roof was going to collapse? And if so, what are the chances that? Ooh. The darkness wears her face.
Be aware of Widowmakers.
Well, I am now aware of them. Can't tell if he's using an axe or a shovel. I dare say I think that's a shovel. Ah! Ow! Okay, that guy does a lot of damage. Reload, 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 reload. Okay. Man, 8 rounds. That is a lot to put in that guy. I mean, I could have used the rifle, however. I feel like that was a better use of resources. I mean, I got so many little rounds. It'd be a shame not to use them. What's this?
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Okay, so it's just plopping them in my way. All right. I like how I can't open the door, and yet the one-way ramp. It's okay, I still got the flares. Nice. I wonder if I get a bigger flashlight later on. The Mega Light. So right now the dinky little handhelds. I mean, it's strong, but ooh. Come on, big guy. Oh, 2 big guys. That's not great. Woohoo! I was kind of hoping to avoid that. Okay. Are you kidding? There we go. That's like a freaking Winchester. That's awesome. And a decently good use for rounds. I like that. Alright. Still got my other firearm, so we should be okay. There we go. I like the lookout point, but what is with that log work? Can you stick any more logs in the ground? Alright, praise be the revolver. Well, that's a problem. A random little fence.
Logging is a hazardous occupation.
Oh! Chainsaw Man. Hi. Oh, you cannot passively damage him. Interesting. Woohoo! You just stabbed me with a chainsaw. It's a lot of darkness. Is that the sign? Are large people just more dangerous? Is that the secret? There we go. Got him. Okay, so we got heavies, and now we have super heavies. I like it. Alright. Should be getting close to the end of this act. Going up to what? The lodge? Is that what we're aiming for? Hartman's Lodge? Elderwood Natural Park. Of course.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight.
There they are.
I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
What, am I crazy? You'd probably feel pretty crazy.
I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Now, the birds are not my favorite enemy type. However, I think they make a good touch stylistically. Your typical swarm enemies.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
All right. Closed for renovation.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct. His posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
So there's an agent who's just gunning him down. I mean, I guess you don't have to worry about the trial if you don't. Uh-oh.
A story is not a machine.
Why is there a TV in the bathroom?
A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
I mean, that's an obsession. Ah, crap. Gun down in the can. I think I hear footsteps outside. Also, there's sleeping bags in the bathroom. That is an interesting take. Is this the place with the poltergeist enemy? Oh, I didn't realize I drove in this game. I completely forgot about that. And change controls. Sounds good. I completely forgot this is in the game. Oh dear. I know they do ramps, but that's just to slow me down. I gotta be a responsible driver. Ooh. I mean, I guess I don't need to kill them all. Just kind of, you know, nudge them out of the way. The handling on this is actually surprisingly good, all things considered. Barry? Ow. Okay. I feel like a decision's been made. Nice, I feel like they actually had a Forest Rangers here.
The best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Yeah, it's like they... Yeah. Boom! Cool. I just wanted to use one. Oh, or all of them. No big deal. Okay, fine. Ah! Get me out of here. Come on. I got stuck to the train. I do feel like we're reaching some kind of a finale. That's what I thought. Come on, little flashlight. You can charge up a little bit. You're okay. Okay, that was not a dodge. Oh, I shot the wrong one. That's okay. We'll try again.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
God, that feels good. Okay. I wonder if they added anything. Let's take a gander. Hello? Okay, yeah, we're not going to have any new insight here. Got plenty of batteries, so we're ready for the next boss fight. We all know a boss fight's coming.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
The dark presence had touched the girl to lure the writer into a trap. Now it was night, and he lay helpless, drugged, lit only by the flickering of the TV screen filled with static. Shadows coalesced in the room as the dark presence leaned close to the writer, ready to touch him again. Back to work, boy.
Huh. That was a cool detail, but I don't know in relation to what.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
So yeah, I still got plenty of flares. That's going to be a huge benefit. And we still have Barry's car. Hello. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, see, when they give you that many BFG rounds, you just know you're going to be in a... Oh boy. Here they come.
Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Actually, blocking the chimney, that's a, that's an Alfred Hitchcock reference from Literally the Birds. Which I know is fairly obvious, but that was actually a scene that stuck with me as a kid. Alright, buzzards. Give them a little burst. Keep them on their toes. Yeah, make them go away. That's your solution there. Disperse. Okay, okay. Be a barrier of protection. Thanks, Barry. Got him. Wonder how many more of these I gotta deal with. Ow. Coming back. That dispersed some of them. See, the funny part is, like, the normies from the town, just, they didn't see any of this? They didn't question the, you know, hear the destruction in the woods, the explosions, the falling trees, the massive swarm of birds. I feel like more people would be deeply alarmed by this. We good? Okay, another swarm dispersed. Now what? Well, that was briefly. Get him. See, that's what I like about the flare gun. Not only does it super damage the enemies, it also adds a barrier of protection for those you didn't hit.
Barry,
we good?
You can open the door now. They're gone.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, It was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the
Oh Dear Diner.
Good girl.
Ugh. I think that's the creepiest part of this game. That's a pretty good outro to the act. But with that, I'm going to call it an evening. Hopefully you guys enjoy this game. I'm excited to find out that a Control is part of the same series, so we might have to tie that in. But with that, I'm going to have to call it an evening. Have a good night, and take it easy. See you tomorrow.